Hello, my name is Ella Sutton and I give permission for this video to be used by central staff and freelance audition panellists as appropriate. For my first song, I'll be singing The Sun and I, taken from the Hot Mikado. Observe the flame, you icy dame, the moon's celestial highness. There's not a trace upon her face of diffidence or shyness. She borders like that through the night, mankind may all acclaim her. And truth to tell, she lights up well, so I for one don't blame her. We are not shy, we're very wide awake. The moon and I, the moon, the sun, and I. For my second song, I will be singing The Story of Lucy and Jessie, taken from the musical Follies. Here's a little story that should make you cry about two unhappy dames. Let us call them Lucy X and Jessie Y, which are not their real names. Now Lucy has the purity along with the unsurety that comes with being only 21. Jessie has maturity and plenty of security. Whatever you can do with them, she's done. Given their advantages, you may ask why the two ladies have such grief. This is my belief, in brief. Lucy is juicy but terribly drab. Jessie is dressy but cold as a slab. Lucy wants to be dressy, Jessie wants to be juicy. Lucy wants to be Jessie, and Jessie, Lucy, you see Jessie is racy but hard as a rock. Lucy is lacy but dull as a smock. Jessie wants to be lacy, Lucy wants to be Jessie. That's the pitiful précis, it's very messy. Poor sad souls, itching to be switching roles. Lucy wants to do what Jessie does. Jessie wants to be what Lucy was. Lucy's a lassie, you pat on the head. Jessie is classy, but virtually dead. Lucy wants to be classy, Jessie wants to be lassie. If Lucy and Jessie could only combine, I could tell you someone who would finally feel just fine. For my contemporary monologue, I will be performing Beth's monologue from the jungle. First I thought, what a wanker. Cynical world. What sorry state have we got ourselves into that we can't honestly express our horror at what is happening? That you can't cry at a picture of a boy lying dead on a beach without some fucker telling you you're lying. But you know, I remember going on a school trip to Parliament and I remember watching a debate. I remember being so fucking awestruck by this incredible place with all the laws we've ever made. And I believed in it too, like you, Helen, but now I know and I'm so sorry. But that's the virtue signal. Look at us. Look how much we care, and these people do exist. They do have human rights until they're standing on our doorstep screaming for help. The English government, the French government, the United Nations, and the European fucking Union. Where the fuck are you? If the system won't save them, fuck the system. Do it yourself. For my classical monologue, I'll be performing Lady Elizabeth Percy from Henry IV Part 2. Oh, yet for God's sake. Go not to these wars. The time was, Father, that you broke your word, when you were more endeared to it than now, when your own Percy, when my heart's dear Harry, through many a northward look to see his father bring up his powers. But he did long in vain. Who then persuaded you to stay at home? There were 2 honours lost, yours and your son's. For yours, the God of heaven brightened it. For his, it struck upon him as the sun in the grey vault of heaven, and by his light did all the chivalry of England move to do brave acts. He was indeed the glass wherein the noble youth did dress themselves. He had no legs that practised not his gait, and speaking thick, which nature made his blemish, became the accent of the valiant. For those that could speak low and tardily would turn their own perfections to abuse, to seem like him, so that in speech, in gait, in diet, in affections of delight, in military rules, humours of blood, he was the mark and glass, copy and book that fashioned others. And him, oh wondrous him, oh miracle of men, him did you leave, second to none, unseconded by you, to look upon the hideous god of war in disadvantage, to abide a field where nothing but the sound of Hotspur's name did seem defensible, so you left him. In response to the question, why do I believe that acting is an art form? I'm not sure whether I necessarily think that it is. I think that you can definitely argue both sides of the debate. So I know that the English dramatist Arnold Wesker, he believes that the playwright is actually the creator of the art form, and the playwright's words are brought to life by the actors who use their craft to tell the stories that the playwright intended and to highlight key ideas. But I think you can also argue that art is subjective. So surely acting is subjective. Surely one person's idea of what theatre is and what makes good theatre is different to another person's idea. So really, the more important question is, what makes good theatre? What makes a good actor? I think for me personally, the reason I want to become an actor is quite simply because I love nothing more than the feeling of being on stage. I love nothing more than that feeling of community when you're with like-minded people who appreciate the same things as you and want to be doing the same things as you. I can honestly say I've never experienced anything like it in any other setting, and I just don't want to do anything else with my life. I just love acting.